All right, it's time for sticks. Hey, welcome to the lesson. Welcome to the lesson, you guys. All right, it's time. Hey. Hey, everybody, it's Kalani. Welcome. It's time to, I was going to show you some of these bundled sticks in this lesson, so welcome to World Drum Club. World Drum Club. Hey everybody, welcome back to World Drum Club. I am Kalani, your host and teacher and curator. And in this lesson, we're going to be looking at sticks. Lots of sticks, bundled sticks, unbundled sticks, crazy sticks, sticks, and more sticks. I'm going to start off with these. These are something that you can make at home. These are great for kids, if you're a teacher, if you're a facilitator, if you work with older adults, or any kind of adults or pre-adults, like children. You could make these. I like these because they're small, they're portable, they're super easy to play, and they sound nice. And you notice I just laid them into this groove. You can use these, these are professional instruments. I've used things like this in lots of recordings. Don't be fooled by the low cost and the simplicity. So you just get some barbecue skewers, put some tape around one end. You can put more tape up if you want a tighter sound. These are different lengths. It doesn't really matter. Just make some and experiment. Here's what they sound like. Now, if you don't want all that kind of rattling and trail off, you just hold them up a little bit higher and you get a tighter sound. So these are pretty awesome. Again, easy to play, really inexpensive, something you can make. You could make 20 of these or 40 and just have them in your kit if you're going out working with groups. I really like them, and I would use these on recordings. Okay. Next up, clapper sticks. So this is both, I believe, in the Korean percussion world and also on the California coast here. I believe the Chumash or Lakota, no, I don't know, is Native American clapper stick or split stick percussion instrument. So those of you who are out there, you can help me out with the history and the ethnic groups or the tribes that use this, but I know this is a Native American instrument, Native Korean instrument, and this is a version, it's called backbeat clapper, and these are no longer available, but this was an instrument that Emil Richards, who was a percussionist, studio musician, and jazz musician here in LA, helped develop with Vic Firth. And as I said, unfortunately, you can't get these, but you could take a stick, split it, and you just smack it on something, not on a person, and then you get this nice kind of woody, open sound. It's sort of, I would say, in between just hitting two sticks together and maybe a wood block, something like that. I'm trying not to blow out the overhead mic here because it's very sensitive. This is a loud instrument. Again, if you need lots of instruments for groups, if you're working with big groups, or you want to have an instrument that's very easy and you get a clave-like sound or woodblock-like sound, this could substitute for claves or woodblock. And the thing I like about it is it's very simple. You don't need a stick, right? Because it's a clapper stick, so you don't need anything else to hit it with like you would a woodblock. And even claves, well, this is not as resonant as claves, but even claves, sometimes it's hard for children to manage holding them in a way that's going to produce a nice sound because you have to not hold them too tight. This one, might be a simple answer for getting around the question, how do I have a nice open sound without having a lot of technique requirement. So again, clapper stick, Native American, Native Korean, and in this case, Native to Vic Firth Company, but you can't get these anymore. Sorry. You can look around for these, though. It's called a backbeat clapper. All right, up next, we're going to do bigger sticks, which are bundled together. Okay, so these are bundled, what do you call these? Garden stick, well, what are these called? They're bamboo sticks that we got at like Home Depot in the garden section. I guess you just use them for, I don't know, building a wall around your garden or, yeah. So you can build these, you can make these. These are actually a set that I made for a book called All About Hand Percussion. And these emulate the Pu'Ili sticks. In fact, some people call these Pu'Ili. These are not actually Pu'Ili. These are bundled sticks. But I really like these as another instrument. I've used these on recordings. I use these on my Pangea CD on the title track Pangea. If you go listen to that, you can hear the bundled sticks. I actually have the ones that I used on the recording coming up in a second. These are a little bit smaller than those. Again, a nice project, a nice DIY percussion project. You know, it could be an art project. These could be painted or decorated. I really like these for, you know, summer camp project. You could put these in your percussion kit if you're doing community drumming. It's a dry sound. It's kind of a nutty sound. It almost sounds like, you know, seed pod rattle or goat toe rattle. Similar sound. Put that in the same category. Kind of got a crunch to it. It's dry. It's medium loud, so you can play these in a larger group and it won't get lost. And yeah, just really great. So these we taped together, and then just for a grip, we wrapped some twine or rope, light rope. I don't know if is that string or rope? Strope. All right. Coming up next, I've got a couple other larger versions of this. So this is a larger version. These were actually manufactured, again, by Vic Firth. This was one of the Emil Richards line, but you can't get these anymore, but you can certainly make something similar to these. These are a bigger version of what I just showed you. That's that sound. These are the ones that I put on the Pangea recording. Notice the abundance of sticks. I don't know if these are going to get blown out because of the green screen or not. If that is happening, it's going to be very weird looking. Hopefully they won't get chewed up in the green screen, but we'll see. These, I bought these, you know, garden stakes and then taped them up at one end. Very simple. And I don't know, there's maybe 25 stakes in each one of these. Again, you can manage the amount of resonance or ring by taping up farther, or you can even hold these up farther. But you know, the more splayed out they are at one end, the more kind of rattly and sustained they're going to have. But you could hold them up if you want a tighter sound. Hold them up higher. Let's see what they sound like with a groove. Okay, so lots of fun, pretty crazy, but yeah, really inexpensive instrument that you can make yourself. All right, coming up, I'm going to be doing some Hawaiian Pu'Ili for you guys. Pu'Ili, don't go away. Pu'Ili sticks, all right. So these are Hawaiian instrument. I grew up listening to these and watching these being played by the hula dancers. My mom is a hula dancer and teacher. These are used to, you know, add some percussion element to the hula. Very, very old instruments, and what they're made of is bamboo that has been cut down, and you can see it's been cut about 3/4 of the way down. The handle is where there's a, what do you call that? Yeah, the thing. The thing that separates the two parts. A knuckle? I don't know what that is. Bamboo knuckle. All right, you guys can leave it in the comments. Oh, Kalani, you don't know what you're talking about. All right, but the thing that's important here is the sound. It's again, a kind of rattle substitute sound. Really interesting. You know, similar to the bundled sticks, but I would say this has a more hollow sound, a little drier, and yeah, just really interesting. I want to show you these. These will have a little different sound. Now, these are, or were, my grandmother's Pu'Ili, and they're very, very old. Yeah, very old, and have another kind of slightly different sound. And these are traditionally played like this, and then off the shoulders. And if you can watch some hula videos or type in Pu'Ili and check these out being used. I think you'll find, if you haven't seen them, I think you'll find it very interesting. They're also played on the ground a little, very gently, but in a kneeling position and in a standing position by the hula dancers. But you can play them. You don't have to do the hula. I don't know about making these. I guess you'd need a really sharp saw and just hope that you don't cut any of these off. These are taped at the handles because they're very old, like I said. Bamboo, it does get dry out, although these are not taped and they've held up pretty well. So inexpensive, and you can find these at Hula Supply, or you can try to make some yourself. Okay, so that concludes the YouTube free portion of this lesson. We're going to continue with these little guys. What in the heck? We're going to continue. I'm going to tell you all about these at patreon.com/Kalani. If you're not a member, please support the channel. You'll get more at patreon.com/Kalani than here on YouTube. But either way, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss anything. Leave your questions and comments below. If you have information that can help make this lesson better for our World Drum Club community members, please do so. I appreciate all of your involvement and help, suggestions, and questions. I'm Kalani. Thanks for watching, and we'll continue at patreon.com/Kalani.